I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison. I know the procedure. So it was never about infidelity. When I came home, I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving, I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on while I was there. I knew she wasn't lying. I just was mad. I knew she wasn't lying, though. If we keeping it a bean, I knew she wasn't lying. You refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I respected that. You know what? I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see.
What women? How do y'all think y'all know what people? What do you tell somebody being broke to y'all? Because I see a lot of this like upgrade, downgrade. So and so's broke. This one's broke. Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all don't know what people have. Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
It's my house. I paid for it. All 1 million, 0.3, whatever I paid in cash. With my name on it only. I take care of the kid. I take care of it. So I say, here, you go, you move over here. You're a piece of Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of This, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else. If that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out of his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son. I would be telling you, girl, get your from over there. What are you talking about?
Only a few days after Claressa Shields gave an interview where she honestly talked about wanting children with Papoose next year, her personal world seemed to change fast. During that interview, Claressa sounded peaceful, mature, and full of hope. She spoke openly about her future and made it clear that she did not want to wait until the end of her boxing journey to start a family. For her, life was bigger than titles, trophies, and wins in the ring. Claressa explained that becoming a mother mattered just as much as her success in sports. She wanted to stay fit, energetic, and healthy so she could truly enjoy raising her children. She pictured herself playing with them, being active, and fully present instead of feeling tired or limited by age. She did not want to look back one day and feel like she waited too long to live that part of her life. At the time, everything sounded positive and well thought out. She spoke as if these plans had already been discussed and agreed on. There was no sign of stress, doubt, or conflict in her voice. Instead, she appeared confident, happy, and ready to step into a new chapter with excitement. Nothing suggested that trouble was coming. Then, almost overnight, the mood shifted. Shortly after the interview was released, rumors began spreading online. Claims started circulating that Papoose had been unfaithful to Claressa. The timing felt especially harsh. What should have been a moment filled with support and joy quickly became painful and public. Instead of kindness, Claressa faced judgment, jokes, and strong opinions from people who did not know her personally. Many repeated an old saying often used in situations like this: "You lose someone the same way you get them." That statement carried extra weight because Claressa began seeing Papoose while he was still linked to Remy Ma. At that time, Claressa believed those emotional ties were already over and trusted what Papoose shared with her.
You're a piece of Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of This the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to,
has turned you into somebody else. If that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the
depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager?
Text messages and put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our...
Claressa trusted her heart and chose to move forward without digging too deeply into what came before her. She believed that the past no longer mattered and that focusing on the present was enough. Now, many people feel that the same pattern is repeating itself, but this time Claressa is no longer standing on the outside looking in. She is the one facing emotional pain, public shame, and confusion about what comes next. The actions she once brushed aside now seem to be happening directly to her. Before everything reached this breaking point, Remy Ma had already tried to warn Claressa. Remy claimed that Papoose was not being truthful and suggested that he was using Claressa instead of truly caring for her. Claressa chose not to accept those warnings. From her point of view, they sounded like words driven by anger and hurt. Given the tension between the two women, that reaction made sense. They were not close and there was no trust between them. Their relationship was strained from the very beginning. Still, anger does not always mean someone is lying. Remy continued to speak out and said that Papoose was struggling financially and did not have a steady place to live. She claimed that he relied on Claressa to improve his lifestyle and public image. According to Remy, he benefited from Claressa's fame, her income, and her growing influence. At the time, Claressa rejected these claims. She believed Remy was trying to interfere in her happiness rather than protect her from harm. The tension did not grow overnight. It built slowly over several months, becoming more intense with each new detail that surfaced. Things truly exploded when Remy shared private messages between Claressa and Papoose. Remy said she found those messages on Papoose's phone while he was asleep in her home. According to her, he had fallen asleep while talking to Claressa and refused to leave. Remy claimed that when Claressa heard her voice in the background, she panicked and ended the call. That mom, and, according to Remy, confirmed everything she had suspected. After that, the situation spiraled. Remy accused Claressa's public relations team of spreading false stories to make her seem bitter, while presenting Papoose as loyal and innocent. She said she repeatedly asked Papoose to speak publicly and clear up the confusion, but instead he told her to remain silent. That response pushed her past her limit. Remy then made a statement that shocked many people. She claimed that Papoose once said he would never be intimate with Claressa because he did not find her attractive. At the same time, Remy insisted she had proof that contradicted those words, and said she was ready to reveal everything if needed. Before these messages were shared, most people did not even know Claressa and Papoose were involved. Once the story became public, social media erupted. Timelines were flooded with arguments, jokes, and speculation. People quickly chose sides, often without knowing all the facts. Claressa responded publicly, questioning why Remy, who was rumored to be seeing other men, was so upset about someone who had supposedly moved on. She also asked why Remy kept tagging her if she was not the only woman involved. That exchange kept people watching closely for days. For a while, Papoose stayed quiet. Some believed he was avoiding the drama, while others felt he was letting the two women fight while he stayed out of it. When he finally spoke, the situation became even more chaotic. On Christmas Day, he shared a photo of Remy with her new partner, Easy the Block Captain. He claimed that while he was home caring for their daughter, Remy was out with another man. He accused her of spreading lies because she was angry that he had moved on. Remy later went live again and shared her side in greater detail. She said Papoose was not the faithful husband he portrayed himself to be. According to her, he cheated throughout her prison sentence and even got other women pregnant during that time. She explained that she understood how relationships often work when someone is incarcerated, and said she never fully believed he stayed loyal. When she returned home, she checked his phone and realized the truth. She described confronting women at family events and slowly accepting that she had been lied to for years. Remy also claimed that Papoose refused to tell the public they had not shared a bed since May 2022. She said he was focused on protecting the image of a perfect relationship because it was the only thing he had left. She chose silence for a long time to avoid embarrassment. She also addressed comments about money, saying outsiders had no idea who paid for what. Remy claimed she bought their home with cash, supported the household, and handled expenses for their child. She said she allowed Papoose to move in and later watched him change after career plans failed and gambling became an issue. Speaking directly to Claressa, Remy said that if she truly cared, she would tell her the truth. She reminded Claressa that she was young, successful, and child-free, with her whole future ahead of her. She questioned why Claressa would attach herself to a man nearly 20 years older with no stable career and income tied to managing her money. Papoose fired back with his own accusations. He claimed he paid every bill, bought expensive gifts, and supported Remy's lifestyle. He mocked her for talking about money while wearing jewelry he said he purchased. He also accused Remy of secretly relying on him to write her music while publicly criticizing others for using ghostwriters. At this point, the situation had turned into a full public battle. Years of anger, betrayal, and hurt were exposed for everyone to see. Even Remy appeared emotional. Many people began to believe she may have been honest about Claressa's situation. New rumors suggested Papoose might already be involved with another woman, even younger than Claressa. What made everything worse was Claressa's recent interview about wanting children. She spoke about motherhood with hope and excitement, only for those dreams to be overshadowed by cheating rumors and public embarrassment. Instead of planning her future, Claressa now finds herself stuck in a situation that refuses to stay private. Public opinion remains divided, and one thing is clear: this story is far from finished.